Buy a tension rod at a big box store, fit and adjust the tension rod at the top of an open doorway in your home, and then pick up some crepe paper. Cut multiple lengths of crepe paper in different colors. You can make these as long or as short as you like. Start to tie the crepe paper onto the tension rod by folding the paper in half, wrapping the middle loop around the rod, and then pulling the tails through the loop. Alternate the colors of the crepe paper as you tie them on. You can then add other party decorations depending on the theme of your party. Take some gift package bows and stick them randomly across the top of the decorated tension rod. What better way to welcome your friends and family and guests to your party when they walk in the door of your home? Head to the hair tie and barrette section at the dollar store and pick up an even number of acrylic multi-compartment organizers. Take 2 of the organizers and face them against each other with the shorter sides on the inside. Run a bead of hot glue along the inside, top, and bottom of one of the containers. Press the front of the other container to it so they are glued securely together. Then start to glue each of the sets to each other, creating one long multi-compartment organizer. Fill all the small compartments with some water. Then take a bunch of grocery store flowers and trim the blooms so they have a 3 to 4 inch stem. Start to arrange the blooms in the various compartments of the organizer, making sure to vary the shape, size, and color of the flowers you choose. This beautiful and easy floral centerpiece is sure to make any table surface truly beautiful for entertaining. Next time you're at the grocery store, pick up a 2-liter bottle of your favorite soda. Of course, enjoy drinking the soda, but save the plastic 2-liter bottle. After cleaning the empty bottle, remove the outer label and stand it beside a glass bottle. Determine how far up on the glass bottle you would like to decorate and mark that height on the plastic bottle. Cut off the top of the plastic bottle using the marking as your guide. Slip your glass bottle into the cut plastic bottle and pour water into the space between the 2 bottles. Take a fresh flower and cut off the stem so you're left with just the bloom. Slide this flower facing out into the water-filled crevice between the bottles. Use a chopstick to gently push the bloom down toward the bottom of the bottle. Continue to add blooms around the entire bottle. You can even use single petals and leaves to create the look you want. Place the bottle into the freezer and let it freeze. I left mine in the freezer for 4 hours. Take the bottle out of the freezer and run a bit of warm water over the outside of the bottle. Then you can easily peel away the plastic bottle and you're left with a stunning icy floral serving bottle. Your beverages will be served cold and your guests will be delighted with your unique serving piece. I hope this inspired you to use inexpensive and unexpected materials to greet, serve, and entertain your guests at your next party.
Today we're going to make a centerpiece for 3 different occasions, and we're going to start with a metal ring, and I wrapped some twine around it, and then we're going to put that in the center of our little potted plant, and we're going to hot glue that in place and just use a ton of glue because you're just going to kind of hold it in there and hide it inside the tree. And I called it a tree, but it's actually a tiny little potted plant. Then we're going to grab some fabric, and this is just muslin, just a scrap fabric. I did it about a 1/2 inch high, and I made little triangles. And we're going to make some really cute bunting that's going to say happy birthday. And that's going to be our first way of using this cute little centerpiece for your table. So after I get all of my little triangles, I'm going to get some fabric pens, and I'm going to write happy birthday on here because we're going to have 2 little garlands of bunting. The first one is going to say happy, and then the second one is going to say birthday. And I love these fabric pens because you can do so many projects with them. And just put the whatever words you want on here. You could actually write happy anniversary, happy Valentine's Day. Just writing on your little triangle flags whatever you are celebrating. And then after we finish that, we're going to grab some twine. You could use ribbon, but you want something that's like very thin. Then we're going to take our hot glue and we're going to start putting little beads of glue. And the reason we are doing it this way as opposed to upside down is because you will realize it's a little more complicated when you flip it over. If you were to flip over all your letters and do it upside down, because most likely you'll end up doing it backwards and the word will be written backwards. So I just did it this way because it made it easier and I can visually see it as I'm doing it. And so you're just going to gently put all your little triangles on the twine, and then you're going to do the same thing with the birthday. Now we're going to take our little birthday bunting and we're going to attach it to the ring and just tie it on both sides. You don't have to put it very tight. You could just do it loosely so that you can reuse this for our next project. And it would be cute with something else written on there. It could be even one more row of bunting like Happy Birthday, Michelle. Next, we're going to grab a photograph, and this is a Polaroid. And we're going to grab a little piece of wood, which is kind of a thin balsa wood, and a little clip. And we're going to hot glue the clip to the top. And you want a clip like this that has a hole in the top. It makes it a lot easier. And you see how I glued it so the hole is visible on above the piece of wood. Then you're going to put your Polaroid on there. Next, you're going to grab a little piece of ribbon, and this is about 4 inches in length. And I used a piece of silk scrap and I kind of frayed it on the edge. And we're going to put that through both of the holes. And that's going to be the way we are going to hang it on the ring. So this is our second idea for a centerpiece for a special occasion. But first we're going to put a little note at the bottom, and I'm just going to write love, but you can put whatever you want on here. And then we're just going to attach it to the ring. And I just did a little loose little double knot on there, and I didn't even put a bow because I just like the way it looks with the frayed edges of the silk. And there's our second little centerpiece. Look how cute this is for a special occasion, for maybe an anniversary, and I think it looks so cute on the table as well. And our last idea is to put candles in the center, and I know what you're thinking. They'll catch on fire, but I have some remote control wax candles. You just put a battery in it, turn it on the bottom. There's also remote control that you can use. And now you have some candles that look real and they even flicker, and I think they're just so cute. I just love all the projects. I hope you guys are inspired to try one of these projects for yourself.
Grab a long length of brown craft paper and let's throw a party. Ideally, cut a length that is longer than your eating space, so the ends hang over like a table runner. For a centerpiece, start by wrapping some books in a textured neutral wallpaper or thick gift wrap. Just fold the sides of the paper to fit the top and bottom of the book, and then tuck the ends over each cover of the book. With a thick marker or paint pen, write the name of each guest on top or around the plate on the paper. For a whimsical touch, outline your spoons, forks, and knives with your marker. Try sketching dinner elements onto the paper, like a bottle and a wine glass. If you are serving a certain type of cheese or appetizer, write it on the paper with a curving arrow to the cheese. I even lined the arrow with accompanying crackers that lead to my brie cheese. Stack small cookies onto a plate for a sweet nibble that's handy for your guests. And you can stack bricks of cheese with a cheese knife directly onto the paper. To go with your mismatched plates, tuck mismatched tea towels under the plates. Fill a small pitcher with colored pencils, markers, or crayons, and let your guests show their own creativity. Serve your guests a full dinner, or just let them nibble on sweet and savory treats on your craft paper tablescape. I hope this inspired you to grab a piece of paper and invite some people over for a party.